Hi, I'm Jane Christophe. I'm a teacher and educational consultant based out of Toronto, Canada. And today I want to talk about one of the most important things during an interview, the first impression. So I work with many students on interview skills, whether it's an interview for a school they're transitioning to or a summer job they're trying to acquire. Maybe it's a part-time job, college or university. I work with kids who are trying to make the best first impression and show their best authentic self during an interview. I think in today's day, we have become very, very casual, and people refer to each other by their first names when they may not know each other very well. People dress more casually, people express themselves through their clothing and makeup and piercings and tattoos and so on. But in an interview, we want to come across a certain way to capture somebody's attention so that they will hire us or choose us in a selection process. So, how to make a first impression that's amazing. You only get one chance, so let's make it great. The first thing is an amazing handshake. I tell my students, err on the side of your handshake being too firm, okay? The worst thing ever is having a handshake with a person you've never met and they give you the fish. You know, that slimy, sort of limp hand in yours, and you just think, oof, terrible first impression that gives. If you have a hand that tends to get sweaty, or, if you're a teenager, you're going to have perspiration happening. If you're in this process in the first place, you're stressed out, so you're going to be sweaty. Big deal. I still want you to give a very firm and confident handshake. This is a sign of character, and people will notice. They'll go, wow, I'm impressed with that. And I can tell you right now, a person will really remember if you give them the fish for a handshake, so don't do it. I always want a smile to accompany the handshake, and of course, eye contact the entire time. I say to my students, even if you feel so much fear or awkwardness or discomfort, you've got to push through that. It's just 20 seconds of discomfort. Make yourself do it, give eye contact, smile, and handshake. Make that first impression amazing. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about, I find that students today, teens today, they really, really don't do. And it's kind of something people in the past would encourage, and that's say the person's name. Before you go to an interview, figure out who it is that's interviewing you. Find out their name and remember it. So when you first meet that person, you give them a nice firm handshake, beautiful eye contact, a dazzling smile, and you say, hello, Mr. Smith. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Jane Christophe. So yes, I want you to say the person's name, do everything I just explained, and it might sound like way too much, but practice it with your mom, your dad, your siblings, your best friends. Get the fear and the discomfort out of your system. Make it a habit. You will stand out from the crowd, and that's exactly what you want to do. When you're interviewing for something, whether it's a spot at a school or a job, you want your application to go from the middle of the pile to the top of the pile, and you've got to figure out these little tiny ways to do it. Making the best first impression possible is a great way to do that. So I'm going to leave you with that. If you want more information about really fantastic interview tips, please contact me at Right Track Education Services. I am happy to share. This is one of my #1 selling workshops, and I know that I have some really great ideas that will take your application and get it to the top of that pile, okay? So good luck in your interview prep, and I hope to hear from you.